Welcome to the Purple Elephant Show. I am your host, KC Phoenix, and today I had some extra bandwidth. I was about to just leave it at 2 episodes over the weekend, which, by the way, if you want to catch those 2 episodes, one is a podcast only episode. I just read the article about 2 seats that are considered up for grabs due to scandals that are happening with the Democratic people, the Democrats running for those seats. And I read the article from Just the News website. That's John Solomon's website, justthenews.com. Try saying that 3 times fast. And then, of course, my video episode yesterday, which was about former and current administration officials learning when to shut the F up. So, yeah. Today, this is just a really quick video. Some people have already been talking about this, so I thought I would just throw my little take on it. The Trump Tulsa rally. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And by subscribe, click the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. And the website for the main podcast is kirwkc.com. Actually, no, scratch that. That's my other channel. You can tell I'm like, Mercury is really in retrograde right now. Okay, that's the other site. For the Purple Elephant Show, thepurpleelephantShow.com is the main podcasting site. But if you want to take a break from politics, you can go to the Keeping It Real with KC site. On that podcast, that show, I never discuss politics at all. Because as I mentioned before in some of my previous Purple Elephant Show episodes, all of this stuff, it can become toxic after a while with the media and everything. So for those days where you just need a break and you don't want to think about politics, yes, you can go to the other podcast channel, kirwkc.com. But during the interim, for the Purple Elephant Show podcast, the main platform is thepurpleelephantShow.com and at Real TPES on Twitter, The Purple Elephant Show on Instagram. Now that I have done that word, blah, let me get back to what I was about to say. Trump Tulsa rally. Okay. For the Trump Tulsa rally, as the title mentions, I feel it was a Catch-22. Because when they had said that 1 million people had requested tickets to go to the rally, everyone was saying, oh my God, they're going to be super spreaders. They're going to be in a closed area. What's he doing? I can't believe he's doing this. I can't believe this is happening. Doesn't he realize that we're in the middle of a pandemic? Don't these people realize we're in the middle of a pandemic? What are we going to do when the people leave and they're visiting from other states and they go to the rally and then they bring it back to the cities and states that they came from? And just all of this hysteria. Mind you, with the protest, crickets from the media. Okay. So when the rally actually happened, and I was really happy, by the way, because I checked the weather too. And believe it or not, I checked the weather a few days before the rally. There was supposed to be a thunderstorm. And I don't think the thunderstorm happened at all. And it definitely didn't happen, as far as I know, while people were outside, because everybody was saying that it was sunny and humid. But the thunderstorm, to my understanding, didn't happen. Because as soon as I had seen that, I said, oh, please don't let it rain on these people. Please don't let it rain on these people. So, you're welcome. Not saying I had anything to do with that. You're welcome. So, for that part of it, with the, all the Trump supporters are going to be super spreaders. Then the rally happens, and it's not as full as everyone thought it was going to be. Now, the amount of people that were at the rally is still up in the air. The fire marshal is saying that it was a little bit more than 6,000. Secret Service is saying it was between 10 and 12,000 because even though there were people, as in regards to inside, that doesn't include some of the people who were outside as well, just to be there to support. Because there was actually one lady, if you go to RSBN, which is Right Side Broadcasting Network, RSBN, just put it in on the search part in YouTube. You can find their network and you can see their pre-rally coverage. There was a lady who was standing outside. She does, what is the name of it? What's the name of it? I'm trying to think. I think it's called Just the Tweets. It is a thing of a book of all President Trump's tweets. Every year there's a volume. So volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, and if I'm not mistaken, she's working on volume 4 right now. Just the Tweets. I'm 90% sure that's the name of it. Just the Tweets. So she was standing out there, and she had said that she wasn't going to the rally. She just wanted to come outside because she had already been to, I think, like 30 something rallies. And she didn't want to take the seat away from someone who may not have been to a rally before. And then there were other people who may just had come to, like I said, support, sell merchandise, and do other things. So according to Secret Service, it was between 10 and 12,000 people, because Secret Service has to do a sweep of the perimeter to figure out how many people are outside within that perimeter when everything is set up. So within the perimeter, it's estimated 10 to 12,000. Within the actual Coliseum, the fire marshal said a little bit more than 6,000. Regardless of whether it was 6,000 or 10,000 or 12,000, that is still more than what Joe Biden has been pulling in before the China Wuhan virus hit. So for when the media was saying, oh, well, it just wasn't that big, and well, they're talking about firing Brad Parscale and all of this other stuff. It's not really that disappointing. People just decided to stay home. And the other part about that, and don't get me wrong, I'm sure that President Trump was a little disturbed when the Coliseum wasn't full. At the same time, with the live on Fox News and combined with the live on online like RSBN, Fox News also had it streaming online, and other platforms, they had over 15 million people watching the rally. Those are apprentice numbers. So when it comes to that 15 million people, because at first when the numbers were coming out, some people were saying that it was about 5 million. And when they were saying it was about 5 million, I'll be honest, I was like, that's average. That's okay. It's not horrible, but it's not great. Would 5 million people watching be better than what the amount of people that will watch a Joe Biden rally? Of course. But when they said, oh no, with everything combined, it was over 15 million people watching, that is amazing. And that lets you know that people are still engaged. They're interested in what the president has to say. So to me, it wasn't a loss. And as I said before, the amount of people there was still more than what Joe Biden was able to pull together before the China Wuhan virus hit. So it's amazing that the media is like, oh no, you need to stay at home. You need to do it for your health and protect everybody else. And da 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 da. You're going to spread it all over. And then when the Coliseum isn't full, it's like, oh, well, people must not be that excited for President Trump. I guess he's losing his touch. I guess this is a sign that maybe the polls are right, which, by the way, the polls will never be right when it comes to President Trump. I plan on doing this show episode about that. Maybe this week, if not this week, during the week, this weekend, because as I mentioned before, this is mostly a weekend show. It is President Trump was damned if he did, damned if he didn't when it came to that rally. But I'm glad that he had the rally because the rally was hilarious, especially when he was talking about going down the thing at West Point, down the ramp, and explaining that situation, which I didn't know that, and also about drinking the water too, which I didn't know that water could ruin silk really, really bad because I'm not a silk type person. But him describing the whole thing, and I don't care what anybody says, if President Trump had chose not to do real estate or to go into politics, and he chose to go the stand-up comedy route, he would be one of the greatest comedians of all time. He would be up there with Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, George Carlin, Rodney Dangerfield. The list goes on, Dave Chappelle, and all of them. Because President Trump's, whether you love him or whether you hate him, or whether you like him or dislike him or don't care, it doesn't matter. President Trump's comedic timing is phenomenal. He knows how to deliver a joke and make something funny. Because one thing about comedy, it isn't what you say, it's how you say it, how you deliver it. And that's, President Trump has that it factor when it comes to comedy, period. And that's that story about West Point and then the water, and then he just threw the water to the side. His timing is amazing. His timing is amazing. He is so funny. But he mentioned other things too, and I'm glad he brought up the eulogy that Joe Biden did in regards to that with the with Robert Byrd as well, because that is true. He was really cool with Robert Byrd. So was the other lady who ran during the last election. So he covered a lot of things, and I'm glad he did. I'm glad over 15 million people watched. And I have a feeling that as time goes on, the rallies will be packed again. And honestly, I'd rather him do the rallies outside and just do it that way instead of doing a Coliseum. Just have a bunch of people come and show up, sort of similar to the airplane hangars, but more in an open space. Make sure the weather is good. I mean, I'll do what I can, like I did last time for the Tulsa rally while people were standing outside. Again, you're welcome. But I would prefer for the rallies to be outside. My own personal opinion. And that's all I got. Like I said, I had a little bit of bandwidth. I thought I would make this video very quickly, and I have to get back to fixing my salad. So yeah, thank you so much for watching and listening to the Purple Elephant Show. I've been looking, like I said, I don't get tied down in the metrics or anything like that, but I've noticed that more people are either listening on the platform or watching on other platforms. I believe I have people listening in Israel now, so shout out to Israel. By the way, I am part Jewish. So yeah, totally cool. Don't forget thepurpleelephantshow.com for the main podcasting platform, at Real TPES on Twitter, The Purple Elephant Show on Instagram. I appreciate each and every one of you for watching, listening. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and all that other good stuff to get the word out for this show. Again, thank you, thank you, thank you. Be blessed.